Welcome into KSL Sports Rewind, our girls lacrosse rankings video for 6A. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. Thrilled to be joined by Tim Haslam, the Utah Lax Report, and of course, our rankings video brought to you by Tab Bank, as well as Tribal West Lacrosse. If you're looking for any need lacrosse, be that even team sales or individual gear, they've got you covered from head to toe. Check them out in Sandy or visit them online. Want to thank Tribal West Lacrosse for sponsoring our videos here on KSL Sports Rewind. Let's start, Tim. We were talking 6A, a lot of big time games this last week, playing pivotal roles. We've each come up with our own top 5 rankings, our top 5 teams in 6A, and we've not talked about this, so we don't know where each other's going to go. But Tim, maybe let's start. Let's have us give you your. Tim, do you want to go pick by pick, or do you want to outline your whole top 5? Where do you want to go?
Let's do the whole top 5. I think that works.
All right. Tim, count us off. 5-1. Your top 5 in 6A.
Dane, I'm going to start with Syracuse at number 5, coming in at this 4-1 on the season. Lone loss, first game of the season to Skyridge. Skyridge may or may not be later on the list. We'll see. But, definitely playing well. And then that first game, it's anyone's game, really, right? No one hard to judge a team on their first game. So I'm going to go with Syracuse. Really like what they've put together there. Number 4, I'm going to go with the reigning state champs, Farmington. They lost a lot of pieces from their state championship team, but still have some really nice pieces coming into this at 4-2. Losses to Riverton and Park City. Everyone's going to lose to Park City likely this year, right? So can't hold that against them. And then number 3, I'm going to go with Mountain Ridge. Perennial favorite, been to the last 4 state championships. Lone loss, though, this week, spoiler, to Skyridge, 15-9. So I'm going to slot them at number 3. And then Riverton, I've got at number 2, coming in 5-0. Their best win probably so far is 15-5 over Farmington. And then number 1, no surprise to anyone who follows the 6A ranks, it's going to be Skyridge, coming in 6-1. The lone loss to Mater Dei down in California, and then that 15-9 win over Mountain Ridge this week. So that's my 5: Syracuse, Farmington, Mountain Ridge, Riverton, and then Skyridge.
Good list, Tim. I'm not going to lie. People may be a little disappointed. I'll go mine here. And not disappointed in your list. There may not be as much controversy as we maybe think there should be. Number 5 for me, I'm going to go Syracuse as well. And I think they've got an interesting test coming up this week against Lehigh. That will be an interesting match for them. Really show us, if this team, how good this team is, right? I think that's going to be a great matchup for them. Number 4 for me is Farmington. You mentioned the loss to Park City. They'll have a chance to bounce back. Their schedule's tough. They got Olympus. They got Mountain Ridge coming up. But that Farmington team, you talk about, state championship last year. They had a lot of seniors on that group, but good experience there for Coach McCauley. I think that's still a really good group. Number 3, I'm going to put Riverton here at number 3. And just for me, I think it's one where want to see as the season goes on, them compete and beat some of the top teams. They'll have those opportunities. But for me, I'm just kind of pausing here a little bit. I'm keeping Mountain Ridge at 2. Before the Skyridge game, I would have had Skyridge, Mountain Ridge 1-2. I'm not going to dock Mountain Ridge for losing to Skyridge. And so that's where, for me, it's like, I know Riverton's undefeated. I know Mountain Ridge has the loss, but they lost to the number 1 team. I'm not going to put a ton of stock into that, because it wouldn't have shocked me to see that go the other way either, right? I think those are the 2 best teams. So I'm keeping Mountain Ridge at 2, giving them a chance to kind of, prove that they are still in, that top mix for a state championship before it gets away. They'll have a chance to play Farmington when they get back from California. That will be a very interesting game that will, I think, tell us a lot about this Mountain Ridge group, but I expect they'll be very strong. And then, of course, Skyridge, number 1 for me, 6-1 to start the year. I think this is a really, really good team for Coach Buchner. I like this Skyridge team a lot. I think they're probably the favorite, especially after that win over Mountain Ridge. So there you have it. I think the only difference we had is just swapping our 2 and 3, Tim, but we had the same 5 teams in our top 5s.
Yeah, and so far it's been really competitive. And then I'm also just excited to see what some of these fringe teams can do, right? You look at like a Bingham, you look at like a Lone Peak, where does Weber fit into this? Yep. Where does Davis come into play, because they beat Lone Peak this week in a 1-goal game. So really excited to see how this pans out. But I think right now this is a pretty solid 5.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, another team that I'm kind of like, man, I don't know what they are. Copper Hills. They've got some impressive wins in the early part of the year. They haven't given up double-digit goals yet. Beat Lehigh, beat American Fork. That Copper Hills team might be another one in Region 2 to keep an eye on. I mentioned Riverton's going to have a chance to really strengthen their resume. Tim, you talk about Bingham. We'll actually see them this week. They'll be at Brighton on Friday night. You can catch that game. It'll be streamed right here. Tim, you'll be on the call for that one Friday night here on KSLSports.com. So there's a lot of good teams in Region 2, a lot of good teams in Region 3, Region 1 as well. This is going to be a very competitive race for these region championships. But to your point, I think we kind of view the top of the state here in the early part very similar. There's a lot of action left. We will have girls lacrosse streams and other girls coverage coming up for you right here on KSL Sports Rewind. We want to thank you for joining us on our top 5 rankings video. Go check out our player video this week. We'll talk about some top performances from the state this week. And of course, we've got live game streams coming up as we'll take you all the way through the regular season and playoffs en route to crowning 26 state champions right here on KSL Sports Rewind.